Okay, so today our topic is port security. In this technology, we will secure the switch port from the traffic of untrusted or attacker devices. The MAC address could be learned or dynamically or manually configured. By default. Only one MAC address is allowed on access port. So firstly we start the practical. Where our end devices is connected, this would always be a access port, and between two switches we always take trunk port. If we have two PC connected on the two interface of switches, IP is 10.0.1 and IP is 10.0.0. Firstly, I will configure the IP address 10.0.0.1. 10.0.0.2. Now, if I can ping 10.0.0.2. Ping is successful, and now check the MAC address table of the switch. Enable show MAC address table. So two MAC address is learned on fast Ethernet F0 by 1 and fast Ethernet F0 by 2. Okay, bro. If this is your local area network and here we connected the laptop and desktop of any person. Suppose this is the desktop of Bhuvan, and Bhuvan is not present in office, and one of colleague come and do anything in this network. Okay, so that time his attacker means everyone know this is the port of fast Ethernet F0 by 1 is the port of the Bhuvan, so he can do attack on the local area network or anything if it can changing anything in the network or any data file. So everyone, just suppose this is done by the viewer. So how we will secure this? How we secure this fast Ethernet F0 by 1? So if one is not present inside the office, no one can access this port. So for this we use the port security. Okay. Now see if I can change the device. We are not here another device, but we can change the MAC address CA and CB, and now I can ping is successful because there is no any security. So for secure this we use port security. Okay, so the MAC address could be dynamically or manually configured. By default only one MAC address is allowed on the access on every switch port. The maximum number of the allowed MAC address are 121024. So how we can enable the switch port or port security? Always remember port security enable on the access port. So here on switch it learn MAC address by PC0. PC 0. It learn MAC address 84 CB in last. Okay, it is stored in MAC address table. So MAC address table 4 CB. Now we can enable the port security on fast Ethernet F0 by 1. So go in global configuration mode, interface F0 by 1, switch port mode access. Firstly, we make access port. Now we enable switch port. Switch port security. This is command to enable the port security on the interfaces. If you want to allow this all port security at a time on all the interface, then we can use interface range F0 by 1 to 48 or 26 or 12, how much you require. And now switch port security maximum. This is means how we want to allow the MAC address. If Bhuvan is access this port security and his manager also access this port security, then we can allow maximum 2, but that time I can allow maximum only one command or only one MAC address. Switch port security, MAC address sticky. This command used to combine the MAC address with the port security. Now exit. Okay, if I can ping is successful and MAC address is learn on the switch port. But if I can change the devices or we say that MAC address CC. Now see, I am doing nothing and this port is goes down automatically. Region of port security. Okay, bro. This port is down. If you want to change the state, go in global configuration mode, interface F0 by 1 and run command. No shutdown. This interface is not change the state to up. How we can choose shutdown and then no shutdown. It will be up. But if again attacker device want to enter in the local area network, this put always down. See. Okay, boy, understand how the port securities work.
Okay, suppose if someone change the MAC address, if you enable that sticky option, it will not allow, right?
Yes,
Okay.
MAC address or different devices.
Okay.
Okay, so we have three types of actions on the port security. First one is shutdown. If the violation occur interfaces is immediately put into the error disable state. By default, sorry, by default, this port is in error disable state. Firstly, I can change the MAC address. I can write for B. Okay, and now network admin does this shut down and no shut. Then our interface is now off. So this is immediately put in error disable state. The interface will stop forwarding all traffic. The interface need to manually take out from this. You have to run the command shutdown and no shutdown. Second one is restrict. In this violation occurs, the interface stay up. Forwarding trusted traffic. In this interface is always up and forward all trusted traffic and dropping the unauthorized traffic. The switch keep a running count of number of violation packet and can send a SLMP trap and a syslog message as an alert of the violation. And protect, if the violation is occur, the interface stay up forwarding trusted traffic and dropping unauthorized traffic. No logging of the violation will occur. How we can change the violation type? Go on switch port security, violation. We have three types: protect, restrict, and shutdown. If I can do here, restrict. If I can ping from trusted devices any packet, then it will be allowed. But if I can send untrusted devices, any packet from untrusted devices, the packet is denied, but never change the state of the interface. Okay, and here it can count every unauthorized traffic. So port security, see, violation packet is 5. It will count every packet, every violation packet. DSCP, Dynamic Host Configuration Protocol, DSCP used to provide automatic IP address configuration parameter from DSCP server to client. DSCP always work on the process of DORA process, and DORA is a 4 messages of DSCP. Discover, offer, request, and acknowledgement. Discover, when a client need an IP configuration parameter, it try to locate a DSCP server by sending a broadcast message called DSCP discover message. Whenever you connect the Wi-Fi and try to locate what? DSCP server, or we say that Wi-Fi router. That time our PC or client generate DSCP discover message. Okay, this message will have a destination IP of broadcast 255.255.255 and destination MAC address is also a broadcast. Source IP is 0.0.0 and MAC address of the any PC. And then when DSCP server receives DSCP discover message, it sends a offer message. On receiving of DSCP discover messages, server sends a DSCP offer message to the client. The DSCP offer a proposal configuration that may include IP addresses, DNS server, lease time. This message will unicast and have the destination MAC address of DSCP client. This time when DSCP server receive a discover message, it reply with the offer message. In offer message, we have IP addresses, DNS server, and many things included. request message, if client find the offer agreeable, suppose client agree for the 10.0.0.3 IP, then it sends a request for the DSCP. So it sends DSCP request message requesting those particular IP configuration parameter. This message will be a broadcast. And then in last acknowledgement, the server on receiving the DSCP request make the configuration official by sending a unicast DSCP acknowledgement message. So how we configure the DSCP server? There is one router and the network of 192.168.1.0. Firstly, we configure IP address on this router 192.168.1.1 and no shutdown. Now we make DSCP server to this router. So firstly, IP DSCP pool of IP, or we say that network. Here we can give any name of this pool. Suppose I can give issue. Issue, the spelling is correct.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now we can give the network, which network we want. So 192.168. What? And then here we have to give the mask. And then DNS server is 192. Same router we make the DNS server. Default router 192.168.1.1 and then exit. So now this one is become our DSCP server. On PC, we never configure any IP addresses. Now I can click on the DSCP. So it gets IP from the this DSCP server 192.168.1.4. On this also, one 192.168.1.5. DSCP is used to configure IP configuration parameter automatically. Any doubt? Hello.
No, okay.
Okay. Now, if anyone do attack on your network, if you are using Wi-Fi and at a time anyone can do attack on your Wi-Fi. So how it does? Firstly, he can down your network, local area network, and after that it generate another DSCP attacker server. So DSCP snooping. This is used to protect the wrong device or untrusted server from DSCP. And so we say that untrusted DSCP server. DSCP spoofing will occur if offer is generated by untrusted server and client are going to accept that offer. In result, all the traffic to outside is controlled by the untrusted DSCP server. This is called man-in-middle attack. By default, switch all DSCP consider. Okay. Now, Steve, if I take one more router and configure as a DSCP server, and we assume this is our attacker device, and network of this 2.0 0. One 192.168.2.1 IP, and then process X. And this is our attacker devices. Okay, now firstly I can configure as a DHCP server IP DHCP pool untrusted network 192.168.2.0, then subnet mask. Now default router 192.168.2.1, DNS server 192.168.2.1, then X. Now suppose that if anyone try to down your network, the first work is how anyone can do attack on Wi-Fi. Firstly, it down your network. So what I do, down trusted network interface F0 by 3 is down. Now PC1 get IP from this attacker server. See 2.4, and if otherwise it come up. Now this network is controlled by the attacker server. So how we will secure this? So we secure by using DHCP snooping. We can configure DHCP snooping on the switch. Firstly, IP DHCP snooping. VLAN. By default, all switch port in VLAN 1. Now, DHCP snooping is enabled. And here we can note one point. By default, switch assume this all DHCP considered as the untrusted server. When we enable the DHCP snooping, switch considered as all the server is like a attacker server. Now you can check. No. IP DHCP snooping. Now you see that it considered both server as a untrusted, and we get IP from the APIPA range. APIPA we learn in subnetting. Remember, when we are connecting in the DHCP server, but we are not able to receive IP from the server. That time we get this IP. Now, what we do? We know fast Ethernet F0 by 3 is our trusted device. So go on the fast Ethernet F0 by 3 and write here DHCP IP DHCP snooping trust. It means this is our trusted server. And one more thing, by default, DSCP option 82 is running for giving a relay agent is running for it gives IP of the APIFA range. We have also this no no IP DSCP is looking information. When we disable these things, then we get IP from the trusted. Oh, sorry, information options. No. Oh. Now we get IP from this server. We always get IP from the DSCP trusted server. Okay, bro.
Okay.
Okay, sir.
If anyone doubt in any commands, then you can ping me, and I can write and save every command. Okay, bro.
Okay.
Wait. So running configuration. I can send this command on chat. DSCP snooping command.